You're selfish, completely selfish. My mom's voice cut through the phone like ice. Mom, I already explained. I don't care about your excuses. It's Christmas. Family comes home for Christmas. But you'd rather stay in New York playing career woman than be with your own mother. I have to work. I can't just leave, can't or won't, because it sounds like you're choosing a job over your family. That's the definition of selfish, Amanda. I was 25 years old, standing in my tiny Manhattan apartment, holding the phone away from my ear as she yelled, I'll come for New Year's, I promise, just not Christmas. Don't bother. If you can't be here for Christmas, don't come at all. Clearly, we don't matter to you. She hung up. That was December 20th, 2015. I didn't go home for Christmas, or New Year's, or ever again. 8 years of silence. No calls, no texts, no contact. Last week, a package arrived at my door. No return address. Just my name and address in handwriting I recognized immediately. My mother's. Inside was something that made my blood run cold. Something that explained everything. Something that changed everything. And what I did next? She never saw coming. If you've ever been called selfish for setting boundaries, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything. And comment below, has a parent ever guilt-tripped you for prioritizing your life? Let's talk about it. Now, back to my story. Let me take you back. December 2015. My name is Amanda Torres. I was 25 years old, living in New York City, working as a junior editor at a publishing house, making $45,000 a year, barely affording rent, but loving every minute. I'd moved to New York right after college. It was my dream. The city, the energy, the opportunities. My mom, Patricia, hated it. She lived in Cleveland, Ohio. She'd raised me alone after my dad left when I was 8. She'd sacrificed everything for me, she reminded me constantly. I gave up my career for you. I gave up dating for you. I gave up my entire life for you. And now she expected me to return the favor. That December, I'd been at my job for 6 months. My boss, Diane, had asked me to work through the holidays. We had a major book launch in January. Deadlines, edits, crisis mode. I need you here, Amanda. I know it's the holidays, but this is important. I said yes, because I wanted to prove myself, because I was building my career, because I was 25 and this was my life. I called my mom to tell her, Mom, I have bad news. I can't come home for Christmas this year. Silence. Then, what do you mean you can't come home? My boss needs me to work. We have a huge launch. Tell her no. I can't. This is my job. And I'm your mother. Family comes before jobs, Amanda. I know, but this is really important. I'll come for New Year's. I'll have time off then. New Year's isn't Christmas. Christmas is when families are together. Mom, I'm sorry, but I can't. Can't or won't. Both. I can't because I have to work. And honestly, I don't want to disappoint my boss. But you're fine disappointing me? That's not fair. What's not fair is that I raised you alone, sacrificed everything. And now, when I ask for one thing, one Christmas, you say no. It's not just one Christmas. I came home last year, and the year before. This is the first time I can't, because your job is more important than your mother. That's not what I said. That's exactly what you said. You're choosing work over family. That's selfish, Amanda. Completely selfish. I'm not being selfish. I'm being responsible. I have a career. You're 25. You don't have a career. You have a job. A job you can leave for a week to be with your mother. I can't leave. They need me. And I don't? I'm alone, Amanda. Completely alone. Every other parent in this city has their kids coming home. But not me. Because my daughter is too selfish to take 1 week off. I felt tears building. Mom, please don't do this. Do what? Tell you the truth? You want to play adult? Play career woman? Fine. But don't expect me to sit here and applaud your selfishness. I'll come for New Year's, I promise. Don't bother. If Christmas isn't important enough for you to come home, then neither is New Year's, neither is Easter, neither is my birthday. Don't come at all. Mom, I'm serious. If you can't prioritize family, then you don't have a family. Stay in New York, live your selfish little life, but don't call me when you finally realize what you've lost. She hung up. I sat there, stunned, hurt, angry, confused. Part of me wanted to quit my job, buy a ticket to Cleveland, show up on Christmas morning. I called her back. Mom, can we talk about this calmly? There's nothing to talk about. You made your choice. I didn't choose work over you. I chose my career, my future. That's not selfish. Call it whatever you want. It's still a choice not to be here. And you're choosing to guilt trip me instead of supporting me. Support you? I've been supporting you your entire life. Now it's your turn to support me. By giving up my job? By sacrificing my career? By coming home for Christmas? That's all I asked. 1 week. And I explained why I can't, won't. Same thing. You're choosing yourself over your family. That's the definition of selfish. If wanting to succeed at my job makes me selfish, then fine. I'm selfish. Don't call me again until you're ready to apologize. She hung up. Again. I tried calling her Christmas Eve. No answer. Christmas Day. Voicemail full. The day after. Nothing. New Year's Eve. I sent a text. Mom, I'm sorry. Can we please talk? 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. No response. I waited a week, 2 weeks, a month. Still nothing. Finally, I realized. She wasn't going to forgive me, not unless I came crawling back, not unless I admitted I was wrong, not unless I put her feelings above my own life. And I couldn't do that, wouldn't do that. So I stopped trying, blocked her number, removed her from social media, changed my email address. If she wanted silence, I'd give her silence. Permanent silence. The first Christmas without her was hard. I spent it alone in my apartment, ordered Chinese food, watched movies, cried a little. But by the second Christmas, I was okay. I'd made friends, built a life, found people who celebrated me instead of guilting me. Year 1, I got promoted. Associate editor, $60,000. I moved to a better apartment. Brooklyn, 1 bedroom, my own space. Year 2, I started dating someone. Michael, a teacher, kind, supportive. He spent holidays with his own family, but we celebrated together after. Year 3, I got promoted again, senior editor, $80,000. I was thriving. Michael and I broke up. Different life goals. That was okay. Year 4, I met someone else. Lisa, a graphic designer. We dated for 2 years. It was good, then it wasn't. We stayed friends. Year 5, I got headhunted by a bigger publisher. They offered me $110,000, managing editor. I took it. Year 6, I bought a condo. Small, but mine. In Brooklyn. Everything I'd worked for. Year 7, I got promoted to editorial director. $150,000. I was successful, really successful. Everything I'd sacrificed that first Christmas for had paid off. Year 8, I turned 33. Threw myself a party. 50 people came. Friends, colleagues, people who loved me, people who supported me. My mom wasn't there, hadn't been there for any of it. The promotions, the relationships, the condo, the success. And honestly, I didn't miss her. I missed the idea of her. The mom I'd wanted her to be, but not the mom she actually was. The mom who guilt-tripped me, who called me selfish, who made her love conditional on my obedience. That mom, I didn't miss at all. Then, 3 weeks ago, something strange happened. I came home from work. There was a package outside my door. Medium-sized, brown paper, my name and address written in careful handwriting. No return address, no markings, just my name. I recognized the handwriting immediately. My mother's. My heart started pounding. How did she find my address? I'd moved 3 times in 8 years, changed everything, made myself invisible. But here it was, a package, from her. I brought it inside, set it on my kitchen counter, stared at it for 20 minutes. Should I open it? Throw it away? Return to sender? Finally, curiosity won. I grabbed scissors, cut the tape, opened it slowly. Inside was a shoebox. Old, worn. I lifted the lid. Photos. Dozens of them. Me as a baby, a toddler, a kid. My school photos. Birthday parties. Christmas mornings. Under the photos was a journal, leather-bound, my mother's handwriting on the cover. For Amanda. I opened it. The first entry was dated December 25th, 2015. The Christmas I didn't come home. Amanda didn't come home today. The house is so quiet. I made her favorite cookies anyway, apple cinnamon. They're sitting on the counter, no one to eat them. I know I was harsh on the phone. I know I called her selfish, but I was hurt. So hurt. She chose work over me. Or maybe I'm the one being selfish, expecting her to give up her life for mine. I miss her so much. Amanda's birthday, 27 now. I looked her up on LinkedIn. She got promoted. Senior editor. I'm proud of her. I wish I could tell her that. Mother's Day. She used to make me cards, construction paper, glitter, misspelled words. I still have them all, in a box in my closet. I look at them when I'm sad. Amanda's birthday, 30 today. I wonder if she's celebrating. I wonder if she even thinks about me anymore. The entries went on. Year after year, holiday after holiday, birthday after birthday, each one filled with regret, with missing me, with wishing she'd handled things differently. The final entry was dated 3 weeks ago. I'm sick, stage 4 lung cancer. The doctor says 6 months, maybe less. I've spent 8 years regretting what I said to Amanda, 8 years being too proud to apologize, 8 years missing my daughter. Now I'm running out of time, and I need her to know the truth. I wasn't mad at her for not coming home that Christmas. I was scared that she was growing up, scared that she didn't need me anymore, scared that I'd lose her. So I pushed her away first, before she could leave on her own terms. I called her selfish, but I was the selfish one, trying to keep her small, trying to keep her close, trying to keep her mine. She deserved better. She deserved support. She deserved a mother who celebrated her success instead of punishing her for it. I'm sorry, Amanda, for everything, for calling you selfish, for making you choose, for wasting 8 years we could have spent together. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I'm sending this anyway, because you deserve to know that I was wrong, that you were never selfish, that I'm proud of you. So proud. Live your life, baby girl. Be successful. Be happy. Don't let anyone, including me, make you feel guilty for choosing yourself. I love you. I always have, even when I was too stubborn to say it. Mom. I sat on my kitchen floor, the journal in my lap, tears streaming down my face. She was dying. My mother was dying, and she'd spent the last 8 years alone, missing me, regretting everything. I grabbed my phone, pulled up her number, still blocked after all these years. I unblocked it, hands shaking. I called. It rang, once, twice, 3 times. Hello? Her voice was weak, tired, older than I remembered. Mom, it's me, Amanda. Silence. Then a sharp intake of breath. Amanda? I got your package. I read the journal. She started crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why didn't you call? Why wait until now? I was too proud, too ashamed. I spent 8 years convincing myself you were better off without me, that you'd moved on, that calling would just disrupt your life. You should have called. I know, but I was scared. Scared you'd hang up. Scared you'd tell me to leave you alone. Scared I'd lost you forever. You almost did. I know, and I deserve that. Amanda, I was wrong. About everything. You weren't selfish. I was. I tried to keep you small, tried to make you feel guilty for growing up, for succeeding, for living your life. Why? Because I was scared. After your father left, you were all I had, my whole world. And when you moved to New York, I felt like I was losing you too. So I held on tighter, made you feel guilty, tried to force you to choose me. You didn't have to force. I would have chosen you if you'd just been supportive instead of manipulative. I know, I see that now, but 8 years ago I couldn't. I was drowning in my own fear and loneliness, and I took it out on you. The journal, all those entries. You missed me? Every single day, every Christmas, every birthday, every Mother's Day. I thought about you constantly, looked you up online, followed your career from a distance. I was proud of you, so proud. I just couldn't say it. Why not? Pride, stubbornness, fear, all the worst parts of me. You're sick. Yes, stage 4, 6 months if I'm lucky. I'm coming to Cleveland. Amanda, you don't have to. Yes, I do. I wasted 8 years being angry. I'm not wasting whatever time we have left. I took a leave of absence from work, flew to Cleveland the next day, took an Uber to the house I grew up in. My mom answered the door. She'd aged. A lot. Thin, pale, bald from chemo. But her eyes lit up when she saw me. Amanda. Hi, Mom. She hugged me. Tight. Desperate. I hugged her back. We stood there crying on the front porch for 5 minutes. The house looked the same furniture, same photos on the walls. But there were new photos too, printed from the internet, of me, my LinkedIn profile photo, a picture from a publishing industry event. She'd been following me, watching from afar. You kept track of me, I said, pointing to the photos. Of course, you're my daughter. Just because we weren't speaking didn't mean I stopped caring. You could have reached out, any time. I wanted to, so many times, but I didn't know how. How do you apologize for wasting 8 years? Like you did in the journal, by being honest. We sat on the couch, talked for hours, about the 8 years, about my life, about her regrets. Tell me everything, she said. Your job, your friends, your relationships. I want to know it all. So I told her about Michael, about Lisa, about my promotions, my condo, my life in New York. You've done so well, she said, tears in her eyes. I'm so proud of you. I should have said that 8 years ago. You should have. I know. I was wrong. About everything. You weren't selfish for choosing your career. You were brave, strong. I should have celebrated that instead of punishing you for it. Why did you punish me? Because I was jealous. You were living the life I'd always wanted. Career, independence, freedom. I gave all that up when I had you. And instead of being happy that you got to live it, I resented you. That's not fair. No, it's not. And I'm sorry. You didn't ask to be born. You didn't force me to give up my dreams. I chose that, and I shouldn't have made you pay for my choices. We talked about her cancer, the treatment, the prognosis. 6 months, maybe less. The chemo isn't working. I've decided to stop. Enjoy what time I have left instead of being sick from treatment. Are you scared? Of dying? A little. But mostly I'm sad. Sad that I wasted so much time. Sad that I pushed you away. Sad that I might not see you get married, have kids, grow old. I'm here now. That's what matters. It is. It really is. That was 3 weeks ago. I've been in Cleveland ever since, working remotely, spending time with my mom, making up for lost years. We cook together, watch movies, talk about everything we missed. She tells me stories from my childhood. I tell her about my life in New York. Last week she asked me something. Do you forgive me? I thought about it. Yes, I do. Not because you're dying, but because I understand now. You were scared, lonely, human. You made mistakes, but you owned them. That takes courage. Thank you. That means everything. But I need you to know something too. What you called selfish. It wasn't. Choosing my career, building my life, that was self-preservation, self-respect, not selfishness. I know that now. I wish I'd known it then. Me too. She's getting weaker. The doctors say weeks now, not months. I'm staying until the end. My boss has been incredible. Family first, Amanda. Take all the time you need. Funny. 8 years ago, I chose work over family. Now I'm choosing family over work. Not because I have to, but because I want to. Because I've learned something. Balance isn't about always choosing one over the other. It's about knowing when to choose what. 8 years ago, I needed to choose my career, to prove myself, to build my life. Now I need to choose my mom, to forgive, to heal, to say goodbye. Both choices were right, for their time. I'm Amanda Torres. I'm 33 years old. 8 years ago, my mother called me selfish for not coming home for Christmas. She cut me off. I cut her off. We wasted 8 years being stubborn, being hurt, being too proud to apologize. Then she sent me a package, a journal, a confession, an apology. She's dying now, and I'm here, not because I'm obligated, but because I chose forgiveness over anger, connection over grudges, love over pride. If your parent calls you selfish for living your life, remember this. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. Building your own life isn't selfish. But neither is forgiveness. If they apologize, if they own their mistakes, if they change, not everyone deserves forgiveness, but some do. And knowing the difference, that's wisdom. My mom deserved a second chance, not because she was dying, but because she was genuinely sorry. I'm glad I gave it to her. We both are. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world. And share in the comments. Have you ever forgiven a parent who called you selfish? I'd love to hear your stories. See you next time.